Welcome to Auckland. Auckland is the capital of New Zealand on the North Island. New Zealand has two islands. I was just in the south, see the previous vlog, and now we're on the North Island. So I've just landed in the capital city. So far it's like a mini Sydney. I'm here with my mum. We're going to grab some lunch by the water, by the harbour, and then get into the next adventures. We're walking along the main section, checking out the good restaurants by the water. We're at the main wharf. Pretty cool, lots of nice boats, good weather, not too busy. Okay, got our lunch. We've got the rotisserie chicken. It's actually not too cheap. It's quite expensive, I'd say, maybe because it's by the water. So this was $38 plus $10 for the 1 litre sparkling water.
Magic show. If you want to see it, say yay.
Yay.
If you're sitting down and want to see it, alright, fantastic. Do you guys want to come in close? Come in close, sir. Make me looking for it. Alright, here we go. Everybody's favourite type of magic. Oh, yes! Woo! Alright, here we go. Arms pressed.
Okay, we're leaving the first hotel at Ardina. So it's right near Spark Arena, which is where I'm going to the 50 Cent concert in a few days' time. So you'll see that in the vlog. We're getting a Diddy to go to the car rental place and get the car and head up north. Okay, we got the car. We're driving about 3 hours north to, what's the town called?
Paihia.
Paihia. So we're going to Paihia, we're staying there, and then we're going to probably drive up further north as well. So a 3-hour drive on the highway. Easy. So we're going along the coast, beautiful beaches and scenery. So we got the ocean on the right and we got the beautiful inland greenery on the other side. Right, we're at this beautiful lookout. We've got plains of grass. It almost looks stepped like rice fields in Asia. And then in the distance we have the water. So that's the coast. I can see the ocean and the beaches. And we're driving along the beautiful nature here along the road along there. So yeah, it's quite a nice drive. Definitely recommend it. The weather's about 18-19 degrees. When the sun's out it's quite warm, otherwise there's a bit of a brisk breeze and it's quite cool, but it's quite nice, very refreshing. Paihia Pacific Resort hotel room. We got 2 double beds and bathroom. Give you a quick room tour. Bathroom there. It's quite spacious, very large. Got a desk so I can do some work. Looking out onto here, so we're a few hundred meters from the beach. There's also 2 pools and other facilities here, and breakfast is included. The total cost comes to about 220 New Zealand dollars a night. It's about 200 Aussie dollars or 600 ringgit per night, so not too bad value. We'll have to go out and explore and see what it's surrounded by, but according to the reviews it's a good location to be in this area, so we'll go check it out. Okay, we've driven about 30 minutes north of where we're staying to look at this beautiful rainforest. It's 7:30 at night. This is the perfect time. Sun is almost starting to set, so it's called the Kauri walk as part of the Puketi forest. So this is like the original untouched beauty, natural environment of New Zealand on the North Island. So we're just about to go into it. I'll show you what it looks like. There's birds flying around. It's absolutely spectacular, so green. So this is a 20,000 hectare forest, and only 3% of the original forest remains from the early European loggings when they came here in the 1800s. So this has been like a spiritual place for the original Maori people of New Zealand for the last 1,000 years. So it has quite a bit of history to it. Let's go for a walk. Mum just dropped her phone off the edge of the walkway.
Way.
So I'm down
She's
here getting the phone in the forest of the Puketi forest.
And there's spiders down there. Rather you than me, I'm really sorry. Now how are we going to get you back up? Here we go.
Okay,
Come on, how are you going to get up? Thank you.
So these gigantic trees are thousands of years old. It's hard to tell from the video, but maybe you can see here, look how wide they are and how tall they are. So it's crazy to think what this would have been like back thousands, even millions of years ago, uninhabited dinosaurs, crazy. Check out this sign. So Kauri is actually Agathis australis, a conifer of great antiquity. Ancestors arose during the Jurassic period 150 million years ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. So these trees were here when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, and there were also remnants around Southeast Asia and Australia as well. So we're heading back. It was about a 15-minute loop around. You get to see the trees. We saw some swamp areas, some fallen kauri or trees as well. Yeah, so we're back at the start here. So that was nice, but we're part of like a massive forest, as I said, 20,000 hectares. So there'd be a lot more walks like this. If you wanted to explore, you could probably go for hours and hours or even days. There's camping spots. I think camping here would be very nice, but very cold. So keep that in mind and only do it during summer, I'd say. So we're at Alderton Park. We just happened to come across it on the Google Maps. So we thought we'll drive there. It was a 3-minute drive and we found it. So it's like a separate estate they've built. It's very beautiful, like in a valley on the hills called Alderton Park. It's very rare to see something with my last name other than in England. So we found this random little estate in the North Island of New Zealand, Alderton Park. Awesome. There's these markets out there, so we're going to go have a look at the markets. And then while I was waiting, I went to this, it's the public library. So downstairs there's a library with all these books, and then upstairs there's like a history museum of this house. So this family, the Williams family, sort of developed and set up this area in the 1800s and before. So I'm reading all about the family, their descendants, got some of their like old kids' games and equipment. Personally, I love the history. I find it very interesting. Whenever you go anywhere, any small town, there's always, you know, a lot of history behind it. And if you really go in and read about it, you can imagine what it was like setting it up, exploring. It's much more in depth than just doing, you know, the fun activities. So that's where I was just inside, and then this is the markets. So we'll head over and see what they've got. This shows all the history of the Bay of Islands. So we're at number 10. We are here, and we're going to go on the cruise all the way through here to the hole in the rock, which is all the way up here. So this is where New Zealand was first settled, Marsden Cross, number 2 up there. And the treaty was signed down here to turn New Zealand into a nation, only in 1840. Yeah. So we might go there later as well. Fascinating history, very recent, very different to Europe and the US. Very new country, even compared to Australia. So I'm finding this very interesting, learning the history and seeing all the different people. Great. We're on the boat ready to go. It's interesting looking at the seagulls flying around. They're way bigger than the ones you get in Sydney and Australia, probably double the size. Heaps of them.
On our left, a Maori warrior standing in a posture of a Pōwhiri, a welcome or a challenge to anyone who comes to the township.
Thai restaurant. We've got 3 dishes by the water. Fantastic. Good morning from the Waitangi Treaty Grounds. So this is New Zealand's most important historical site. So we're going to do a tour and we're going to have lunch and then we're going to see a ceremonial performance by the Maoris. Now, why is it the most important historical site? It's because where the Maoris, the original New Zealand people, and the British signed a treaty to turn New Zealand into its own sovereign nation, I believe. But that's what we're going to learn about on the tour and at the grounds. So I've just arrived. It's very beautiful in Parkland. And I'm looking forward to learning about New Zealand history, guys. You've got to learn something on your travels as well as just enjoy. You know, become a better person, learn something from it, learn some history, learn some geography, whatever it is. You've got to go away with at least one important life-changing takeaway. So hopefully this is it for me.
Put that foot over your ear like so. Just wrap it around.
Awesome tour. So we've got the earpiece in. The tour guide is giving us explanation of his ancestors and, you know, Maori family history. We just had a look at the warships. These are like 40-meter long warships that the Polynesians and the Maori arrived in this area. Yeah, beautiful ground. Very cool. It's got a bit of humor, so it's a bit funny. It's a beautiful day. So we're going up next spot. So this is where the treaty was signed. This spot. Awesome cultural performance. Couldn't film it, but got some cool pictures. I'll put them up. And now we're at the cafe. We're going to have a lunch and then we're going to head back on our drive back to Auckland. I've got the 50 Cent concert tonight, so hopefully that's a banger. So we'll wrap this up, head off. Okay, I'm at the 50 Cent concert in Auckland on December the 14th. It's a Thursday night. I don't usually go to concerts and I certainly don't usually go to concerts alone. So hopefully it's a good time. I like 50 Cent. Got some good songs in the club, probably my favorite. So we'll see what it's like. It should go for a few hours. It's not the biggest stadium here in Auckland. So let's see. It was a pretty good concert. I don't know what I can show on YouTube. I might have to cut it. But you can tell the class of people at these concerts, at these events was a bit lower. It's not quite what I'm used to be honest. It was a bit rough, but it was good fun. And yeah, the concert went for about an hour and a half of him actually performing. There were some other performances as well, Jeremiah. I know most of the songs, so it was a good time. I'm glad I went. But I think if you went in a group or you had a lot to drink, it would be a bit more fun. 50 was cool. I think it's very good. He's doing what he's doing at 48 years of age, and Goody did one more tour, and it was nice to see him, and especially in the club. That's got to be my favorite song. This looks like the main city square, very quiet. It's a Friday morning, about 10 o'clock. Just heading back from Starbucks, running a bit late. But yeah, we'll go get the ferry and I'll show you that. Should be great. Sun's not out, but it's not too cold, so all good. We made it to Devonport. It's about a 10-minute ride on the ferry. It looks like a nice historic town, quite town with some beaches, although I don't expect the beaches to be very good. Supposedly it's known for chocolate, so we're going to get some chocolate. And there's a bunch of lookouts as well that we can walk to. So again, we'll have a look. Let's see, Devonport. So this is the main Devonport beach, and we can just walk along this beautiful gravel path along the water. It's pretty nice, very chill. Not many people here at all, so yeah, it's quite a nice day, even though it's overcast. The weather's not too cool. Yeah, so it's quite nice so far. We're just going to go to the Naval Museum. Okay, Mum, what were you just saying?
I was just saying how I really like Devonport. I didn't realise it was so close and a part of Auckland. What was it, a 10 or 15 minute really nice ferry trip, and you're here. You feel like you're away for the weekend. It's got a great village feel, a great vibe, beautiful real estate to look at, beautiful water, an interesting Navy museum, beautiful shops, character. Definitely recommend Devonport to anybody. Even if you're coming to Auckland, stay at Devonport and commute over to the city.
Good tip. Good tip from Mum, maybe for the older people, the women. You'll like Devonport.
For sure.
We're just checking out. I haven't done a room tour, so let's have a quick look. We're staying at the Grand Millennium. It's a good spot right in central Auckland, about 10 minutes from the harbour. This is the room. So we've got 2 double beds, TV, little kitchenette, and pretty decent view. Also good gym facilities and a heated pool as well. So pretty good hotel, I'd recommend it. I think the total price was probably about 250 New Zealand dollars a night. So we're going to head to the airport and we're flying back to Sydney. See you in the next one.